whatever category he's about to say, Bill Maher and Joe Rogan fall into that category. On greater than 90% of issues, Bill Maher agrees with the far left. Exactly. I don't want to be on their team.
Of course, you know, if you say that, you don't have a team. And I don't want either one of those fucking teams.
We are a team.
No, unfortunately, if you say that and believe it, not like what Ian's saying. If you say that and believe it, then you're on our team, the misfits, the not team, the people who don't want to play a team game and realize that this isn't a sport. Like Emma Vigilant was saying on that panel with Destiny and I don't remember who else, but we see this as real life. So when you don't see it as real life, there's the people there's the team who sees it as a team sport, and there's a team who sees that this is real. And as far on the other side of this team that you might be, unfortunately, you're on a team.
That's why
but by the way, so libertarian.
But that's the truth. It's somewhat trend.
Interrupting again. Guys, if you could do me a huge favor and just hit that like button. It's free. It takes 2 seconds, and it would mean so much to me. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Kids are just doing it sometimes because the grossest thing to be would be anything hetero or cis.
Straight. I'm not straight.
I think it's weird. I think it's very weird. So that's one. So you brought that up, and that got a lot of parents, left, right, middle, doesn't matter where you are, who have kids. They're like, look, I just want my kids to be good. I'm not trying to celebrate and force my kids and say, thank God I got a gay kid. I'm so happy.
They are transing away the gay. More than 80% of kids treated at the Havertalk Clinic came in same-sex attracted. And that's okay. So yeah, exactly. They're and that's going to what Bill was just saying, is that even though, yes, there are people who have gender dysphoria and would be happier presenting as the opposite gender, whatever. And we don't need to stop those people as long as they're not hurting anybody. But the reality of the situation is that the numbers that we see do not match what we would expect. And so the percentage of the trans community that's in that second group, where it's just because it's trendy, is way, way, way larger than the left wants to give credit to. It was going to say Iran, that largely bans homosexuality, funds trans surgery because not because of inclusivity, they do it to trans away the gay. Yikes! The joke is Abrahamic mental disorder.
What?
I don't get it. Am I stupid? Somebody explain it. All right, let's back.
And that got a lot of parents, left, right, middle, doesn't matter where you are, who have kids. They're like, look, I just want my kids to be good. I'm not trying to celebrate and force my kids and say, thank God I got a gay kid. I'm so happy. If the kid is gay, he's gay. Not this celebrating the fact that he is gay. Let me help you become even more gay than you are. It's a little.
I mean, I've seen gay people hung from cranes in Iran.
Yeah, I lived there 10 years.
I'm saying.
I know, the biggest comedian, they killed him. They cut his dangle and God put it in his mouth.
Is that right?
Yeah.
In his mouth? Well, I mean, oh God.
In Germany at a hotel. But so let me go back to.
They cut his dick off
and put it in his mouth.
That's such a mob thing to do.
That isn't. You know who did that? The same people a lot of these guys support with Hamas and the Iran funded the, militias that's being created. They did that to that comedian. There's a lot of vicious things that happened during that. But I want to stay on this topic with you. I'm curious because I think you were one of the most necessary voices the last 3 years. And I said this in a video earlier.
Well,
we talk about it in the podcast all the time. I put you in the camp of.
All right. Let me. Let's just
because
I disagree.
It's like 10 names that I put up. Super necessary because.
Hashtag super necessary. Shout out to Jorge Masvidal. So it's very interesting. Whatever category he's about to say, Bill Maher and Joe Rogan fall into that category. So I'm very interested to see what he's going to say about that.
It's like 10 names that I put up. Super necessary because you're not supposed to have the positions that you have. Then you sat with Seth MacFarlane.
Peter Griffin?
Phenomenal conversation, the one that you had. I watched that one. Then he had Jimmy Kimmel on. I love the fact that he came on the podcast. I applaud him that he came on, and he actually sounded reasonable when you guys were talking. And the COVID vaccine position you took, and you said you took one for the camp. You took one for the team, right?
Took one for the team.
Right. So you took one
for the team. Bill's saying, probably talking about the classical liberals. Rogan and Maher are just classical liberals. Maybe. But I see in terms of like, especially because they're talking about trans stuff and like the cultural war issues, even though they're both classically liberal, they're very far apart on the specific issues. I mean, remember that Rogan was the face of everything that was wrong with ivermectin and all that stuff. So, you know, maybe, but he said specifically on the COVID stuff. And maybe it's that he's going to say that they weren't conspiratorial, but they were legitimately asking questions. That seems to be the only thing that makes sense. But like I said, I love PBD's self-control and conversation tactics in this. He's so great at complimenting his way to a real answer. Sales 101. Yeah, exactly. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.